What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be going over what I think is the most important shot that you need to master in order to be a competitive tennis player. So without talking too much about it, let's get into it. And before we get started, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. The channel is growing really fast. We set out the goal of growing to 25K to start a collaboration video, and we're almost at 5,000 already. So thank you to everybody that's joined the team. In this video, we're going to talk about something that's probably not super exciting, but it's something that you guys have to give it the respect that it deserves. We are going to be practicing or training the neutral ball. The reason why you have to give the neutral ball more respect is 90% of the game that you're playing is going to be spent in the neutral phase. You're going to be spent trying to avoid getting attacked. You're going to be spent trying to set up attacking positions for yourself. Most people always want to work on how to be a good defender, how to attack, how to finish, how to hit transition shots. All that stuff is important, but you spend 90% of the game doing none of those things, and then one shot or two shots are going to happen where you're not rallying and not being neutral, and you're actually using those other shots. So in this video, we're going to train the neutral ball, what needs to be going on through your head, what needs to be going on the court, tactically, technically. So let's get into that right now. So when we look at hitting a quality neutral ball, you have to do two things well. Thing one is being light and nimble on your feet. Thing two is looking to step in as often as possible. The reason why you want to have those two things happen is it allows you to maintain high shot quality, and more importantly, it allows you to maintain good depth on the shot. Depth isn't the only thing you need, but it's definitely a key to keeping your opponent neutral as a guarantee in most cases. For example, if I was to hit a heavy shot that lands closer to the service line, I have to make sure that shot quality is really high so that the bounce keeps my opponent neutral. But there's no guarantee because they can be proactive and step in and take it early. When you have good depth on your neutral ball, it actually kind of almost guarantees that the person can't do whatever they want. They can attempt to be aggressive, but they're actually ending up taking more risk, and it takes more preparation for them to be aggressive on a shot like that. So the two things you want to do is stay light on your feet so that you can make quick last-second adjustments, and then two, have enough space with that you're able to put your body weight in at least a little bit. I'm going to be calling on a lot of things that I've talked about in other videos to this exercise that we're working on today. So if I set up the ball machine, which I'm going to do right now, I don't need to be super loaded to hit a good neutral ball. I can be light on my feet and hit that shot every time. Move, easy through, and then coming back into a position where I have the ability to keep myself light on my feet. Every shot I hit, I'm looking for at least a little step forward, which allows me to just put a little body weight into the ball and keep my ball landing farther back. Taking it to a different angle, you can see what the quality of the shot's going to be. See, like those shots there, if I'm leaning back and planting, I end up lifting and my ball lands short. But if I can get my body weight forward, there's my depth. Forward, ball's all the way back there. Splitting, lightweight in, and I'm able to step in. That ball landed right at my feet. The ball machine's actually doing a good job of keeping me neutral based on the way I have it set. But if I step in, even just a little bit, my ball guarantees to land far enough back where I can stop the person from hurting me. Depth is key on being neutral in most cases as a guarantee. But as I said, it's not the only way. It's just the one that most people don't do a great job of, so then they have to rely on other ones. So you're probably thinking, that's all well and good. I understand what's supposed to happen, but how do I do it? Here are the things. As I said, the two main points are staying light on your feet and getting your body weight in, but that doesn't guarantee the depth of the shot. What will guarantee the depth of the shot is a combination of these few things I'm going to run through. I'm going to do them really quickly. So you can pause the video if you need to. But the first thing I want you guys to pay attention to is something called the 90-10 rule. What that means is two things. I break it into two different parts. The 90-10 rule states, by definition, 90% of your results are going to happen from 10% of what you do, as long as you pick the right 10%. And then the other part of the 90-10 rule as it pertains to tennis is the ball movement versus your movement. The ball is going to move 90% of the distance, and most people wait for the ball to move that extra 10 and get to them, and then they try to do all the work here. If you just take a little space away and then use and fill up that last 10% and go out and meet the ball, You're taking your body weight through, and the weight of the ball is colliding with yours, and you're sending it out. So if I shoot the video from here, I don't hang out back by the back of the court and wait for the ball to get to me and hit here. Every shot I hit, I go out to it and then I come back. I go forward, out to it, and then I come back. That's all it takes to create solid contact over and over again. The other part, as I said, I'm just going to run through these things quickly. Solid contact, as I mentioned, is striking through the ball. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of lift, but you want to make sure you have good extension through the shot. As I said from a few seconds ago, I'm calling on a lot of things we talked about in other videos. Follow through versus finish. You have to extend out through the shot to get the power going that way. Don't focus on getting up to your shoulder for height, because that's not actually true. You have to extend up for height. You have to extend forward for power versus thinking, I got to get the ball up in the air. So as you're stepping toward the court, have the racket path match the body weight. Back and then forward. And if I'm going forward here, I should be going forward here. I shouldn't step forward into a ball and then pull up way up here, because that's actually negating the thing that I'm trying to do. If I'm going to do that with my racket, I should have my legs match that motion. So I kind of indirectly said it. You want to make sure your legs match your racket path. If you're trying to hit through, you should be stepping through. If you're trying to hit up, then you should be pushing up. Looking at it on a tactical side, the thing that you want to do in terms of ball placement and location, remember, we're not talking about attacking people, we're talking about remaining neutral. You're going to follow these basic principles. If a ball goes cross, you send it back cross. If a ball goes center, you make sure you don't hit it center. And rule number 3, if you have to hit the center, you hit the ball deep center. Those are the 3 rules. If the ball goes cross, you go back cross. If a ball comes to the middle, you don't go to the middle. And if you have to ignore rule number 1 and rule number 2, rule number 3 says the ball that lands in the middle should be close to the back of the court so that the person can't attack you. If you follow those 3 rules, it'll be very difficult for your opponent to put any pressure on you, because they have to generate that pressure on their own, which means they're also creating higher risk. And let's say they hit a couple of winners. The amount of winners and high pressure they're going to put on you is not going to be as high, and the amount of errors that you might end up seeing from it will also match that. So if they're trying to attack you, but they're attacking you from difficult positions, it's not going to pay off as much as if you gave them short shots. And some of you guys clearly already know this stuff, but we're going to put like a framework to it. So again, 3 rules are: cross goes cross, middle gets out of the middle, and if you have to ignore the first 2, you make sure that ball is deep to the center. So switching to a live perspective, I'm hitting with Gerardo, and my whole goal here is to make sure that he can't attack me. So any ball that I don't do a good job on, I end up looking like that, because I landed short and he hits it straight at me, and I end up shifting my weight backwards. So if I apply the 90-10, and I keep looking to make that step forward, I should be able to maintain being in control, or at least out of trouble. Forward, back. Forward, back. Now I'm in the court. And that's really all I have to do. I have to make sure that I'm not getting attacked until I have a chance to step in. 90% of the game is going to be played from that position. Let's do one more. So again, just looking to step towards the ball and keep myself out of trouble. Forward, back, forward, and then back. So as long as I'm here, I'm in good shape. But that's going to wrap up this video, guys. Like I said, it's super simple, but it's very under practice. Most times people don't really give the neutral ball the respect it deserves in practice. They use the neutral ball for their warm-up, and that's about it. But they don't really give it the respect of what makes it good, what makes it not good, when am I not doing a good job with that shot, when am I getting myself in trouble, not because the other person is good, but because I'm just not hitting a quality ball. So if you know anybody that would benefit from this video, send it off to them. But until then, we'll see you guys in the next one.